This is so weird. Oh my god, they're so strange, such a strange animal. Applause. Scientists just opened a cave that was sealed for millions of years, but made a shocking discovery. You might be wondering what a million-year-old cave could possibly be hiding, but let's just say that life has an interesting way of cropping up in places you'd least expect. And it's not just this cave that holds ancient secrets. Join us as we take a journey through 15 shocking things found in the caves of the Earth. But what could those be? Could it be ancient artifacts, remains of a long-lost civilization, or even an entirely new species? Let's find out. 15. Muval Cave, Romania. A cave that has been isolated for 5.5 million years was finally opened by researchers. This cave, known as the Muval Cave, is home to a treacherous environment, no sunlight and filled with toxic air. Yet somehow, there's a remarkable ecosystem inside it. The cave was initially discovered in 1986 by workers searching for a site to build a nuclear power plant, and since then access has been restricted by authorities. The depths of the Muval Cave reveal an environment unlike any other on Earth. The air within the cave contains less than half the oxygen found in the open air and is rich in carbon dioxide and hydrogen sulfide. Additionally, complete darkness has enveloped the cave for millions of years, devoid of any sunlight. The extreme conditions of the cave have attracted the attention of biologists who have explored this fascinating ecosystem. In a study conducted in 1996 by a team of biologists from the University of Cincinnati, 48 species were identified, with 33 of them being unique to the Muval Cave. The inhabitants of the cave include various species of spiders, pseudoscorpions, woodlice, centipedes, leeches, snails, and more. The cave-dwelling organisms have adapted to their dark environment. Most lack vision and pigmentation, as these traits are unnecessary in the absence of light. They possess elongated limbs and antennae, enabling them to navigate effectively in the darkness. What makes the Muval Cave even more remarkable is that it represents the first land-based ecosystem known to rely on chemosynthetic bacteria. While most ecosystems on Earth depend on photosynthesis to derive energy from sunlight, the bacteria within the cave obtain energy and carbon through chemical reactions such as the oxidation of sulfide or ammonium. In some ways, the Muval Cave ecosystem bears a resemblance to the peculiar ecosystems found near hydrothermal vents in the depths of the ocean. However, it lacks the symbiotic relationships between chemoautotrophic microbes and animals typically observed in deep-sea vent communities. Despite decades of knowledge about the cave, numerous mysteries remain within its depths. Researchers believe that there are still countless undiscovered inhabitants, some of which may hold valuable insights into evolutionary biology and the nature of life itself, meaning we still have a lot to learn about where life can thrive in the universe. If organisms can crop up in these harsh conditions, who knows where else we could find life on Earth or even in the solar system?
Altamura Man, 14.
Altamura Man. In the depths of an Italian cave, a remarkable find has unveiled the mysteries of our ancient relatives. Meet Altamura Man, a 170,000-year-old skeleton discovered in the Lammalunga Caves back in 1993. This extraordinary discovery amazed researchers. It was the oldest piece of Neanderthal skeleton from which DNA could be extracted. Sadly, due to the fragile state of the skull and its confinement within stalactites and stalagmites, a thorough analysis was challenging. The remains were left undisturbed to prevent any damage. But that wasn't the end. The breakthrough came when scientists managed to extract DNA from Altamura Man's right shoulder blade. These ancient molecules, potentially dating back 170,000 years, hold the promise of revealing a comprehensive picture of Neanderthal life as never seen before. Altamura Man is no ordinary fossil. In fact, one paleontologist involved in the research claims it to be the most intact non-human skeleton ever found, from head to toe. Nearly all the bony elements have been preserved, giving us an unparalleled glimpse into the past. However, unraveling the mystery of Altamura Man's lineage wasn't easy. While displaying typical Neanderthal characteristics in the face and skull's back, it also boasted some peculiarities. Massive brow ridges, unlike any seen in other Neanderthals, complicated the identification process. But to add to the challenge, the skeleton remains partially encased in rock, making it harder to examine. Radiocarbon dating provided astounding results, pinpointing the skeleton's age between 130,000 to 170,000 years. It's worth noting that these bones aren't the oldest Neanderthal fossils known to us, though. Roasted vegetables. 13. 170,000-year-old roasted vegetables. Who knew that 170,000-year-old roasted root vegetables could provide us with fascinating insights into the diets of our ancient ancestors? Deep inside the Border Cave in South Africa, scientists stumbled upon charred fragments of vegetables buried in layers of ash. These produce are the oldest roasted root vegetables ever found. Early humans weren't just feasting on meat from mammoths and saber-toothed tigers. The real paleo diet included a healthy dose of roasted vegetables packed with precious carbohydrates. Archaeologists believe that our ancestors had a well-balanced diet that combined both carbs and proteins. They had a knack for culinary diversity. But how did they uncover this ancient treasure? It wasn't easy. The team of researchers had to sift through countless charred remains and scrutinize them under microscopes. It took years of dedicated detective work to identify the charred bits as rhizomes from the Hypoxus genus. Rhizomes, for those unfamiliar, are the subterranean stems of plants. Think of them as the hidden gems beneath the Earth's surface. But you might be wondering what these Hypoxus rhizomes taste like. They're not quite like your average potato. They have a yam-like flavor, giving them a unique twist. And it seems early humans couldn't resist their starchy goodness. Turns out they used to eat these roasted vegetables quite regularly. This is shown by the fact that a lot of rhizome fragments were found, making it commonplace in their diets. This discovery challenges the notion that our ancestors were all about meat. Forget the misconception that they were solely carnivorous beasts. They had a real appreciation for produce. Balance is key when it comes to a healthy diet, even for our ancient predecessors. However, not all Hypoxus rhizomes are created equal. There's a particular species known as Hypoxus hemerocalidea, or the African potato, which is bitter in taste and used more for medicinal purposes than as a food source. The Border Cave people probably feasted on a different species with white-fleshed rhizomes, like Hypoxus angustifolia, which was far more palatable. 12. 175,000-year-old stalagmite cave. Fire-scorched stalagmites. In a cave in the south of France, there lies ancient fire-scorched rings of stalagmites dating back a staggering 175,000 years. It turns out that our long-lost cousins, the Neanderthals, were quite the construction workers. This cave is full of fascinating details that will blow your mind. This cave site is located 30 miles from Toulouse, France. Here, archaeologists found around 400 stalagmites meticulously stacked to create not just one but two circular structures. All of this was located at a mind-boggling distance of 1,102 feet into the cave. What did these structures look like? One of them was a perfect 7-foot circle, while the other had a quirky oval shape, measuring around 15 feet wide and 22 feet long. But the real odd find was this. They showed signs of being scorched by fire. Why on earth were these rings set ablaze? It's a puzzle that still has experts scratching their heads. What's truly mind-blowing about this discovery is how it's turning our understanding of Neanderthals upside down. We used to think they were just rough cave dwellers, but these ancient architects were way more sophisticated than we gave them credit for. According to the researchers, this wasn't just a one-person job. It was a collective effort involving social organization and teamwork. Imagine the conversations, the planning, and the assigned roles. Some Neanderthals carried torches, while others moved materials and arranged them just so, like a prehistoric construction project. Now, we can't say for sure what these structures were used for. They might have served as temporary shelters or held some spiritual significance for Neanderthals. But what's clear is that their creation required skill, organization, and an eye for design. These cavemen and women were true architects of their time. This shows us that the Neanderthals were on par with early humans in terms of their technical prowess, hunting and fishing skills, and even their artistic expression. Who knew our ancient relatives had such a flair for construction and creativity?
Chauvet-Cave, France 11.
Chauvet Cave, France. A set of footprints found inside a cave in France told a fascinating story about the origin of human-dog companionship. These footprints, dating back 26,000 years, suggest that our bond with dogs could actually predate the last ice age. It turns out that the conventional belief that dogs were domesticated around 15,000 years ago might need a major update. The footprints were found side by side, indicating that a young child and a wolf or dog walked together through the cave. This discovery provided researchers with the earliest direct evidence of human-dog companionship. The presence of these footprints is considered to be significant as they provide a window into the lives of prehistoric humans and their interaction with animals. The study was conducted by an international team of researchers from the University of Bordeaux, the French National Center for Scientific Research, and the French Ministry of Culture. Their findings were published in the journal Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. The researchers used radiocarbon dating to determine the age of the footprints and found that they were between 26,000 and 29,000 years old. The discovery of these footprints challenges the conventional timeline of dog domestication and suggests that humans and dogs may have formed close bonds much earlier than previously thought. This new evidence provides insight into the origins of human-dog companionship and sheds light on the evolutionary history of one of our closest animal companions. It also highlights the importance of caves in preserving traces of our ancient past and the role they play in unraveling the mysteries of human history. User-requested content of at least. Deep within the limestone caves of southwestern France lies one of humanity's most profound artistic treasures, the Lascaux cave paintings. Discovered in 1940, these Paleolithic artworks date back over 17,000 years and provide a vivid glimpse into the lives and beliefs of our ancient ancestors. The caves contain nearly 2,000 individual figures, depicting animals like bison, deer, horses, and even abstract symbols. What's remarkable is not just the skill and detail of the paintings, but the insight they offer into early human cognition, spirituality, and culture. Scholars believe these paintings served various purposes, from hunting magic to storytelling and ritualistic practices, offering a window into the complex minds of our Paleolithic predecessors. Discovered in 1946 by a Bedouin shepherd in the caves near the Dead Sea, the Dead Sea Scrolls are a collection of ancient manuscripts dating back over 2,000 years. These scrolls include biblical texts, religious writings, and historical documents that provide invaluable insights into Judaism, Christianity, and the political landscape of ancient Judea. The scrolls offer a glimpse into the religious beliefs and practices of a community living in the region during the Second Temple period, shedding light on the development of biblical texts and religious traditions that continue to shape the world today. Nestled in the hills of Maharashtra, India, are the Ajanta and Ellora Caves, a UNESCO World Heritage Site renowned for their ancient rock-cut temples and breathtaking murals. The Ajanta Caves, dating back to the 2nd century BCE, feature exquisite Buddhist paintings and sculptures that depict scenes from the life of Buddha and Jataka tales. In contrast, the Ellora Caves, spanning